In this video, I'll be continuing to build the coolest jungle base in Minecraft, in my world, where I play one day, every day, for an entire year. This is a 365-day challenge, and for today, we're going to be upgrading this iron farm. We're going to keep it spawn-proofed, but we're going to try and make a build that covers this up a little bit and makes it look pretty nice, because I'm not a fan of, obviously, a stone brick house with buttons on it. Now, that's not the only challenge we have. We are also grabbing 1 melon for every subscriber gained throughout this series, and we've gained nearly 5,000 subscribers so far, so make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll grab a melon for you. And if you want, you can leave a comment, hype the video, like the video, and we will give you a chance at getting on this infamous wall of subscribers with all of these legendary names on here. But let's get right to it, because I got some work to do on this iron farm. And I actually looked it up, and surprisingly enough, iron golems are able to spawn on fences and walls, which I figured would not be the case, but that's the case. So we got to get some. I know they can't spawn on lanterns. I'm like almost 100% sure. I didn't specifically look that up, but I don't think they can, so we're gonna have to get some lanterns on here and maybe some trap doors on here to make it look nice. I mean, he hasn't spawned on a fence yet, but that's not saying he can't. I'm pretty sure he can. So I think we're just getting a little lucky at the moment. I mean, it has not happened, which is surprising me, because I figured by now, if it was able to happen, it would have, but apparently, I don't know. That's the internet says otherwise, so let's do our best. Let's spawn proof this. We need... Okay, I'm just checking my inventory as I'm flying. We need spruce trapdoors. I forgot that. But our base is... It's coming along. We still need a better spot for that, that little nether portal there. But it's coming along pretty nicely. We've made some great progress so far. And like I said, this is a 365-day challenge. And I believe it's looking like we might be out of spruce wood unless... Let's see. We are not out of spruce wood. Great. That's actually huge. So let's put some stuff away that we don't need at the moment, such as some of these leaves. Well, we might need some of these leaves. Put away this boat here. Some sticks we're not necessarily going to need. A little bit of this dirt. I don't think we're going to need much glowstone at the moment. Let's put it in the decorations chest. And like I said, once we clear all this out, we're going to get right to it and see what we can do. I think we can make this look pretty nice. We're going to use a mix of stone bricks, some trapdoors, mainly the slabs options there, because I mean, he's not spawning on these fences. Did we just trust it? I think we might have to just trust it. I mean, it hasn't happened yet, so I'm just going to trust the process here. And we're going to continue this build. So my cat is reloading my chunks and also throwing me in third person. Sorry about that. Not much I could do there. She just likes to hide. I have a little cubby on my desk, and she just likes to hide in there. So we'll let her do her thing. She might get a little talkative. We'll see. Let's do this, and then we're gonna have to edit these blocks under here like I did before. And to do that, we need some jungle wood. Like this. And I think this is what we did. She's typing, she's reloading chunks, she's doing everything today. And make sure to leave a comment, hi Mango, because, you know, she likes the engagement from all of you. She likes talking to all of you too. So let's see, let's make this look nice. And then we're gonna have to get in our bag, because like I said, we need to use spawn proof blocks for this build. So we gotta dig deep in the bag for this build. This is gonna be much different than anything I've really made in the past. But I think we can do it. The goal is to upgrade the look of this, and that itself is not difficult. But then again, as I've said, I want every build in this world to feel like, you know, time was put into it. I want every build to look nice. You know, I don't want to rush anything. So we're going to have to figure out a way to keep this looking nice. And maybe we upgrade this staircase a little eventually. Let's see, can we put, now that I think of it, can we put buttons on top of these? It doesn't look like it. No, you can't put a button on a fence. So that's going to make it a little more difficult. But we can put buttons on our build that we come up with. And I was thinking, I said before in a previous video, I was thinking like a little bit of a meteor. But I think that would be tough. I think it just looked like a giant block of deep slate and cobblestone. I don't know if that would come out nice. So I think we're going to try and build this into a bit of a house. More of like a workshop is my thought process here. If we can do a bit of a workshop here, I think we can. But it's going to be tough with this here because this cuts so close to the corner. I wish I would have moved this over a bit. We didn't give ourselves much room here to work with. But it should be fine. I think we can do this. I have high hopes for this. And I think I'm just going to have to leave some of this while I'm building it. I'm not going to spawn proof everything while I'm building it. We're just going to have to get rid of the one iron golem that ends up spawning on these blocks because otherwise we're just going to be building and tearing down every 2 seconds. And I don't want to waste too much time because we're only allowed 1 day every day. And if we waste too much time, then we're not going to meet our goals for the end of the year. Now it is, like I said, it's a 365-day challenge. So we have more than enough time to work with, but that doesn't mean we should waste time where we don't have to. Just for a couple iron, you know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I'm thinking something like this. Also, he might protect us a little bit if some zombies come in and want to hang out with us. Unwarranted. Okay, so here's my plan. And I heard also, I don't know how true this is, that mobs also can't spawn on farmland. So I'm thinking maybe we make a little bit of a farm on these corners here. This could be nice, and we kind of angle the build in a sense. Something like, if I strip this, how is this going to look? I kind of like that. I think that looks pretty nice. Yeah, so these guys are going to come over and try and hang out with us. We don't. They're uninvited. So I think I could do something like this. But the problem becomes, like I said, we can't do that here. So now that I think of it, that can't be what we do. Okay, we're going to have to figure something else out here. It's just that one spot right here is going to be so tough to make look nice. Oh my. Oh, we're getting harassed. This is unnecessary. I've lit up so much of this area. My cat is on top of my monitor. How did you even get up there? That's insane. This is pure insanity right now. How are you on top of my monitor? This isn't making sense. So this is actually good, but we would have to move, like, this one's fine here, but we would have to move that over, and then, yeah, we messed this up. We had to move this over 1 block. It's a little late to do that, in all honesty. We're gonna have to work with what we got here, and I think doing that, the best way to do that is just move this over 1 on the side, and we'll see how this comes out. I should be able to work with this though. Should. Keyword. We're going to use spruce for this, and we're going to trim all of these. I think it's going to come out looking pretty nice. And then we're going to connect it on a diagonal here. Excuse me, my friend. That's what I thought. Stay on out there. Stay away from me. Okay. So then we're going to go over 1 block with the jungle logs. We're just getting the outline here, and I'm sure there's going to be an iron golem that spawns on this build at some point. We're going to have to get rid of them, but it might be nice with how many oh my! This is insane. One of them just fell into... one of them fell into the chamber for the iron golem. Oh! Oh! I mean, hey, we kind of need XP, so I'm not too mad, but... I'm confused. I think it's... Somebody left a comment saying that if you have villagers, there's a chance to spawn like a zombie horde, because, you know, in like a village, they'll come and they'll try and destroy everything and get at the villagers, but... I mean, this is insane. 2 days in a row of that is kind of crazy. And now, let's try and plan this part out. This diagonal part. We're going to do our best here, like I said, to keep this looking nice. Stone bricks are good because I can use the slabs on top of them. And I can definitely work with that. And these are pretty nice because I can either throw one, I could throw buttons on them, or two... I hear a zombie. Oh, it's this guy. Or two, I could throw trapdoors on him. So that'll work out pretty nicely. That won't be too difficult to work with. Or I could use slabs as well, like some jungle wood slabs. And this is pretty good so far. Let's strip all of these, see how it looks with that. Gonna head around this way. Let's pat this off, so remove some of the chance of some of these iron golems spawning. Now let's see how this is looking so far. Yeah, this will definitely work. This will look much nicer than what we got currently. So, like I said, we're going to see exactly what we can do. But my plan is also maybe use some fences here at the entrances. And we are out of fences, so let me go get some more. What's up, pink sheep? My baby pink sheep. I love our tiny takeover farm. It's so nice. I mean, that was a fun build. I gotta be honest with you. That was a fun build. And I love the update. I love the update for sure. Okay, we definitely didn't need that many fences, but we got that many fences. We'll use them eventually. Now, we have to figure out how we're going to connect this roof. And I think I have a plan. I think I have a bit of a plan here. And that's going to require, one, a good amount of spruce trapdoors, because we need to spawn proof this, and two, a good amount of slabs. So let's get a ton of those. And let's get to work. So, here's what we're gonna do. Trapdoors all the way across here. And I think trapdoors on here as well. And I think we're just gonna go, let's see. If we connect this here, that's still a good entrance, right? Yeah, that's a good entrance. So let's connect this. Actually, I think I want to use a gate there. I think a gate would look nicer. So let's use a gate there. That looks better. Because I do need to place trapdoors on top of that. And that's not what I wanted to do. Place a gate there. And right there. And this is actually for a spawn-proof build. Like, we're getting really specific with our block selection. This is actually going to come out pretty nice. Compared to kind of what I was expecting. I expected this to be really difficult, but I think, you know, like, these are a lot of the blocks that I normally would use. It's just the roof has to be spawn-proofed. No matter what, we need the roof to be spawn-proofed, so... And I know this is a very small thing right here, but I'm going to edit this. Like this. And let's see, we haven't had an iron golem, actually. Oh, that's why. Okay. I was like, I haven't heard an iron golem in a second, but yeah. I mean, like I said, it's gonna happen. There's no real avoiding that while we're building. And I'm not gonna take the time to switch it up and spawn proof everything while I'm building. That would just be a little excessive, unnecessary. We're out of trapdoors. Can you, I'm gonna need you to get on out of here, buddy. Thank you very much. I think he's actually trapped in there. I don't know if he could walk under that. Trapdoors. More of them. A lot of them. As many as we can get. Because we're going to need these throughout this build. And like I said, I have a plan for this roof. We're going to see how it comes out, but I have a plan. And we could work with this plan for sure. Now, we need this, actually. I don't know if we can put that there. Does this have to be... Like, is that seems like a block they could spawn on. Even though it's a slab, I think it has to be the bottom slab. So you might have to go with something like this. And I think that looks okay. Did we just trap ourselves in here? We definitely did. We just trapped ourselves. Let's see. I mean, that looks fine. And then for here, that's actually interesting. I didn't think of that. But that's going to be interesting. How are we going to work with this and make this look nice? We also have an absolute jungle back here. We kind of have to clear out. So we could really see the build from all angles. But we'll worry about that later. And I think maybe what I can do here... Maybe what I can do is a stair. Let's see what we can do. Can we get... If we get some stairs... I don't think they could spawn on stairs. I'm pretty sure. Let me know in the comments. Are they able to spawn on stairs? Is that a thing? Because if they can't, that's good. If they can, we're going to have to fix this. I don't even know if I'm loving that, to be honest. I think for the sake of not even knowing if they could spawn on stairs, we're not going to use these. Because say I build this whole thing with stairs and kill the iron golem, he starts spawning. We're going to have to replace everything and figure out a different way anyways. So we're going to have to figure out a different way to do this. And I know they can't spawn on flipped trapdoors. So maybe we do something like that. And like this. I actually like how that angled there. Because that way, they definitely can't spawn on them. Well, actually, no matter what, if we put a stair... No, we need a block above it. Yeah, we need a block above it. So that's gonna have to stay like that. And let's continue. See if we like it or not. We can always go back and change things. I mean, I've done that enough in my world, you know. I need everything to look perfect, you know. And it doesn't have to be completely perfect. There could be a few flaws, but I want everything in this world to look like time was taken with it. I don't want anything to feel too rushed. You know, we are allowed 20 minutes, so it's not a lot of time. So it could get very easy to start rushing these builds, but I don't want to rush anything because this world, you know, it's going to be here for a while. And if we rush it, well then, what are we doing, you know? The whole point of this challenge is to see how much you can accomplish in just 20 minutes time. And rushing this, it would defeat the purpose. It would definitely defeat the purpose. But I think this was a great solution, using these trapdoors, because they can't spawn on them. And actually, I mean, that looks nice. That looks fine. I think that looks great. So this should be a pretty good solution. And, yeah, we forgot to put a trapdoor up there, so we weren't able to angle that the correct way. So let's make sure we can do that. And we are running out of time pretty quickly here. And we have to make sure we get somebody up on the wall of subscribers before this day ends. So I believe that should be the beginning of this roof and the beginning of this build. But it's coming out pretty nice so far. Let's go ahead and run over to our wall of subscribers. And if you want to get on this wall, like my friend Danger... Oh, one bar down. Danger Pickle. all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button. And if you want to increase your chances, leave a comment, like the video, hype the video, and like I said, always make sure to subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow. That's the end of day 161. I'll see you tomorrow for day 162.